Hello, good morning, my people. Greetings. Um, my name is Frank. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about things important to me and what I see that sometimes is a difficult challenge we face in our society today. You know, I want to talk about something. This is concerned the late Esinachi, the lady that passed away. You know, one of the reasons why uh, we have most of the problem we have is because uh, most of the things we see from the church today. Yesterday, I talked about the church, the men of God in the church need to do more, you know, because it's like, I don't know, because I do not know if this religion we practice as people is helping us, is make us to understand what religion is all about, or is causing a lot of uh, uh, problem to us. I want to believe because I want to believe that it's very bad when you are trying to challenge something you believe. Because when things go wrong, you ask yourself questions. You ask yourself, how can we allow this to happen? If you look to most of the churches in Nigeria today, in Africa today, you have so many radical, even so many people. There's nothing you tell them. Even they are trying to, even someone is trying to kill them in that church, they will stop going there. Because the church have come like a bondage. The church have come like someone who is smoking that can never stop smoking. Is it what church meant for? Because if you look, this lady that passed away right now, you have to ask yourself, what church is it going? Who is ministering to them? Who is talking to them? Because he's always believed that it's better we die there. It's better we die in that marriage. That's why I keep saying to people, whenever you see someone very radical when it comes to church, you have to fear that person. Whoever you see who is always put all his interest in the church, there's nothing you tell that person that it can change. That's what we see in most of our people today. Those people who take all their time to be in the church because their mind have already been like they are in bondage, then they will never change. Even when they are feeling pain, even when they have seen difficulties in their life, even when they are know that even when they are seeing the evil happening to them. Is it how a church is supposed to be? Is it how we have to live? Is it what God asks us to do? We have to ask ourselves, is it what religion is all about? Is it what Christianity is all about? Because even the men of God, you have your congregation. You have to also talk to them in a way they can live their own life, not living like bondage people. That's what we see in our society today. In most of all these churches you see everywhere, their congregation is living like bondage. Even when something are happening to them, they cannot even say it. Even when they are dying, they will never tell you about it. That's what we see in our churches today in Nigeria, in every all this church
you look at their congregation, they look like bondage. They look like they will die in that church. Is it what Christianity is all about? Christianity, you have to be independent. You have to have your own mindset. You have to be, it's not about believing in everything you see. When things like this happen, we have to ask ourselves questions. Who is talking to them? It's not when the person die we will release statement. It's better you move out from a marriage. But who knows all these things when it's happening? People knows about it. People from the church knows about it. But they only tell you, oh, pray about it, pray about it, pray about it. That's what we hear from all these churches. When things are happening to you, they don't want you to find a solution. They only advise you to pray about it, pray about it, pray about it. That's what we see in the church today. Because they want you to give testimony. You will be dying in silence. That's the advice you hear from all these men of God today. When something is happening to you, they will never give you a good advice how to move out from there. They can only ask you to pray for it, pray about it, pray about it. Is it everything prayer have to solve? Is it every situation we have to resolve by prayer? That's why you see when someone is sick, they don't want you to go to hospital. They ask you to pray to God. It's like a bondage. How can we be allowing the society to be living in bondage? People who go to church only to hear the message of God, and they are living like bondage. That's what you see in 99% of these churches. You go there, most of the women, they have some circumstances you don't want to hear. They will never tell you about it. They will never talk to you about it. This most of the churches you see in Nigeria today, you go there, you ask them, most of them, a secret questions. You will see their circumstances. Even people who is married or not married, they have some difficult situations, but they don't want to talk about it. They prefer dying in silence. What is the message of God? If we cannot advise people to make the right decisions, if it's not mean that you have to pray about everything. You have to be wise how you live your life. These men of God today, they only talk about money, pray about everything. Everything. Even when you are dying in silence, pray about it. Who advising them? Definitely, the church this lady is going, this late Osinachi, the church, many of them know about it. What advice they give to him? Pray about it. When the lady died, they come here to tell us, the man is like this, like this. How many of them advise the lady? They can only say, pray for it, pray about it, pray about it. Somebody is dying. When we are talking about churches, we are criticizing these people because they are making a lot of mistake in the way they govern people. The churches are making mistake the way they're governing people. Most of the churches now, it's like making people to live in bondage. They are making people to live like a society. They don't have their own mindset to do whatever they want to do. They don't have the opinion to do whatever they want to do. They're living like a bondage people. That's what we see in most of the churches today. Most of them, even when they are going in difficult situation, like this Osinachi now, the people around him, the men of God, they will be advising him, pray about it. It's going to change. Pray, it's going to change. So when someone says it's all about our culture, it's about people who are around them, who is advising them. You know the man, you know the woman. They go in the same church. Why? What have you done about it? It's better you divorce him or separate with him. It's not everything prayer have to solve. So when I see all these things, I believe the church have to do more. Church have to be a place of sanctuary where you go and pray and go back to your home and do whatever and have your own mindset to decide what you want to do. Not someone advising you pray to God every day in a difficult situation, even when you are trying to die about situation. It's a difficult challenge. Now everybody in social media is talking about the problem. When you know about it, what do you do? What do you do when you know about it? When you see what is going on? Thank you for taking your time. Leave your comment.